Nvidia is set to report fiscal third quarter earnings on Wednesday, November 19th, after market close, in what analysts are calling one of the most pivotal market events of the year. The chipmaker's results are expected to overshadow the return of delayed U.S. economic data and could set the tone for equity markets through year-end, as investors gauge whether the artificial intelligence boom can sustain its momentum. Wall Street anticipates Nvidia will report adjusted earnings per share of $1.25 on revenue of $54.8 billion for the quarter ended October 26th, representing year-over-year increases of more than 54% in both metrics. The company's own guidance pointed to $54 billion in revenue, but analysts have been growing more optimistic about future revenue, leaving Nvidia with high expectations to beat. Nvidia Q3 FY 2026 earnings preview, Blackwell ramp to boost data center sales. U.S. stock market outlook for November 17th to 21, all eyes on tech earnings, Nvidia, and economic data. Market impact and data vacuum. Nvidia's outsized influence on major indexes amplifies the stakes. The company accounts for approximately 8% of the S&P 500 and roughly 10% of the Nasdaq 100, meaning its post-earnings move could drive broader market direction. Options markets are pricing in a potential 8% swing in either direction following the report. The earnings take on added significance as investors have been operating with limited economic visibility following a 43-day government shutdown, the longest in U.S. history, that halted collection and release of key labor and inflation data. While the government reopened on November 12th, delayed September jobs data won't be released until Thursday, November 20th, leaving markets hungry for reliable signals. Blackwell demand and analyst optimism. CEO Jensen Huang recently disclosed that Nvidia has secured approximately $500 billion in orders for its Blackwell and next-generation Rubin GPUs through 2026, underscoring what he called extraordinary demand. Multiple analysts raised price targets ahead of the earnings, with Bank of America increasing fiscal year 2026 to 2028 EPS estimates by 3% to 14%, while Susquehanna lifted its target from $210 to $230. Despite Nvidia's stock gaining roughly 40% year-to-date in 2025, recent volatility has emerged. The stock fell 3.6% on November 13th amid broader tech sell-offs and Fed rate cut uncertainty, before recovering 1.8% the following day on renewed analyst support. Market expectations for a December Fed rate cut have fallen to approximately 63% from over 90%